All right, let's dive into something pretty fascinating today. We're going to explore a new way of thinking about buying and selling digital content, one that claims it can solve some of the biggest headaches that creators face online.
You know, if you're a creator, a musician, an artist, a writer, maybe you build online courses, this is a question that probably keeps you up at night. You pour everything you have into your work, but the second you put it online, what's really stopping someone from just taking it?
And that really is the heart of the problem, isn't it? We're talking about everything from illegal downloads and content leaks to people committing chargeback fraud. The digital world can honestly feel like a minefield. It's a constant battle that costs creators real money and, just as importantly, their peace of mind.
But what if there was a completely different approach? A system built not just on better digital locks, but on something much more fundamental: accountability. And that brings us to this concept called the circle of trust.
So, what in the world is it? Well, to put it simply, the Circle of Trust is like a members-only marketplace, and the price of admission for buyers is a one-time verification using a government ID. It's a super simple idea on the surface, but it has some seriously profound implications for both sides of the coin.
And this really points to a huge shift in thinking. The goal isn't just to play defense anymore, to reactively fight off piracy and fraud. It's about proactively building your business on a solid foundation of trust right from day one.
Okay, so let's break this down, starting with the creator's point of view. How exactly does a model like this protect their work and solve some of their biggest problems?
The benefits for creators become pretty obvious pretty quickly. When every single buyer is tied to a real-world verified identity, the whole incentive to pirate content just plummets. It's the same thing with chargeback fraud. You can't exactly claim an unauthorized transaction when the system knows for a fact it was you. And what happens over time? You naturally start to build a more serious, more respectful audience, which in turn means creators can confidently sell their premium work for a premium price.
The whole system really hinges on this one powerful principle: accountability. When you remove the mask of anonymity, you fundamentally change how people behave. Tying a real identity to a digital purchase creates this powerful built-in deterrent against leaks and sharing stuff where you shouldn't. Okay, so it sounds like a fantastic deal for creators. I get that. But what about the fans? What's in it for the person who actually has to go through the verification process? And this is where the model completely reframes the whole idea of verification. It's not a barrier you have to climb over. It's the key that unlocks the door to a VIP room. It's a way for you to signal that you're a genuine supporter, and it grants you access to a world that's closed off to the general public.
So, in exchange for that one-time verification, what do buyers get? Well, they get their hands on truly exclusive content that creators would probably never risk releasing out in the wild. They know their money is going directly and safely to the artists they love, and they get to be part of a community that's just nicer. It's inherently more respectful and less toxic because everybody in there has verified who they are.
So we've got our protected sellers and our exclusive buyers. Now let's take a look at how this whole ecosystem actually works together and creates a real win-win scenario.
What you end up with is this really cool symbiotic relationship. The seller's protection comes directly from having buyers who are verified. And in turn, those buyers get rewarded for their verification with amazing, exclusive content and a better community. See how that works? Each side's main benefit is actually created by the other. It's pretty smart.
And the process itself is designed to be incredibly simple. A buyer verifies their identity once with a secure partner. That single action unlocks access to the entire marketplace. And from that point on, they can browse and buy whatever they want, knowing they're part of this secure system.
So the real takeaway here isn't just about a new security feature. It's a fundamental rethinking of what an online marketplace can even be. It's about replacing the chaos and anonymity we're so used to with the clarity of trust and accountability. So, all of this leaves us with a pretty big question. As the digital world continues to wrestle with piracy and fraud and toxic online spaces, could this kind of model, one built on verified identity, be the blueprint for a safer, more prosperous future for both creators and their biggest fans? It's definitely an idea worth exploring. Thanks for joining us.